So, surprisingly enough, the San Francisco Giants are the cream of the crop right now in the National League. Actually, in the major leagues, they have the best record in the majors, but they are at the very top of that three-headed monster in the National League West with the Padres and the Giants. And they don't have the superstar kind of names across the board as those other teams do, but they are playing out of this world, and give them a lot of credit for it. But with that said, there's still a move or two that they could make to kind of solidify their status up there and to keep them up there. So I want to talk about two potential blockbuster trades that they could make, and one or the other, to address the needs that they might have, just make some tweaks and make some enhancements here and there that could make them into a super duper elite team. So the first trade is with the Texas Rangers, and they would acquire Joey Gallo and Ian Kennedy. So elite outfielder, left-handed hitter Joey Gallo, power bat who can go in there and really give that lineup an extra boost, and veteran reliever Ian Kennedy who will give them another kind of high-end reliever on the back end too. So for bullpen depth, which I think is more bullpen depth, I think for this team would be a good thing, because there's so many bats in the Padres lineup, there's so many bats in the Dodgers lineup that you want to give them as many looks as possible and not get them. You want to have as many high-end arms as possible so that you're minimizing their chances of hurting you. And Kennedy he's got a lot of experience. He's gotten a lot of big outs over his career, so I think he would be a good solid get. But Joey Gallo would be the prize of this acquisition, this trade, obviously. And give that lineup another boost, another left-handed bat. Some versatility. Guy can be hitting those bombs right out into the water there in Covey Cove. So in exchange, they would get Hunter Bishop, their number 4 prospect, who's an outfielder. Luis Toribio, their number 10 prospect, who's a third baseman. And Nick Swiney, who's their number 15 prospect, a left-handed pitcher. So they would get some pitching, positional prospects in return. And again, with Joey Gallo headlining in, he's not a free agent until 2023, so it's not a short rental. They have a whole nother season with him to really go after this. It's going to cost something in the lines of three top 15 prospects, one of which is a top 5 because of Joey Gallo himself. So, but I think this represents a fair package. And again, adding that bat and adding that reliever kind of gives them a well-balanced approach, gives them more weapons against those teams. And if they make the World Series, obviously, guys with American League experience that'll come in handy as well. So that's the first trade. The second trade is with the Chicago Cubs. So they would acquire Zach Davies, who's a starting pitcher, and Craig Kimbrell, super reliever. Now he's expensive, so I could see the Cubs eating some of his contract because they want to get as good of a prospect return as possible. And the more they eat, the better package they would get, and they're decimated at the prospects level. So I could see the Cubs eating half his contract. He's due to make $16 million this year and next year, so I could see them eating probably half of it. So with that said, getting Zach Davies another starter in rotation, so they would get a depth starter and a solid elite reliever as well, who's actually elite again. He's got ridiculous stats this year. In exchange, they would get Patrick Bailey. The Cubs would get their number 6 prospect, the catcher. Kyle, was it Harrison or Hansen, the number 8 prospect, who's a left-handed pitcher. And Gregory Santos, their number 13 prospect, a right-handed pitcher. So 2 top 10s and 1 top 15, or 3 top 15s, I think would be probably what it would take to get this. And obviously Kimbrell's the highlight of the package. He's a relief pitcher. So which is one reason I don't have them getting, multiple top 5s, because the headliner is a reliever and not a starter, not a position player. So that's my main justification as to why. But could they? Maybe. But those 3 guys right there will help give some depth to the Cubs, who look like to be now in sell mode with the way that they've been playing lately. So I wouldn't be surprised if Kimbrell's gone and Bryant and a whole bunch of them in the next couple of weeks. But right here, Kimbrell and Zach Davies gives them an opportunity to kind of boost the farm a bit and give them what they need is a lot of prospect depth on all areas of the field. So this to me represents a solid return for the Cubs, and this to me addresses the needs for the Giants. It helps boost where they're at now to, again, keep them at the very top of the National League totem pole. So let me know what you think of these. Whether you think they're fair trades, is it a little too much, a little too little? Do you have trades of your own? Put them in the comments down below. So this is another request video as well. So I like accommodating requests, and these are good requests too, because these are all the blockbuster trade videos I'm doing are all for contending teams. So, and the next team I'm going to do is going to be the Red Sox, and then I'm going to go to the Blue Jays after that. So all contenders. So we're going to try and keep this fun. But again, be on the lookout for the Red Sox, and obviously you'll get a whole bunch of other videos coming through as well. Talk to you next time.